Let's see how well this works. Let's see how it works today. So I'm kind of like nervous because of my fucking knee. We can get down here, which is good. Question is, can we get up? Fuck me. Fuck me. Oh, that sucks. Oh, good morning, Mr. Money. Good morning, Shelby. It's like, fuck. Whew, to the fucking wee. That one fucking didn't feel good. Rainy day, everything is achy. Holy shit. I tell you what, my body is the perfect barometer for weather. I can tell you when it's gonna rain. Everything fucking hurts. Anyway. Let's continue through the agony. Anyway, how's everybody doing this morning? Holy fuck. Fuck me. No, today I'm not. Well, I'm working in the rain on my property, but not with my adult job. I told them I wasn't working today. They asked me to, but I originally told them, like, look, I'm just doing it, filling some time. 20 to 25 hours a week, plenty. Well, this past week they asked me to work several times, so I had like 40 hours in by Thursday. I'm like, you know what? That's enough for me. I don't need to be here. I'm taking Friday off so I can get caught up around my property. So even though it's raining, this morning I'll go take care of the cows, and then I'll continue working on the fence. I think total so far I got about 30-ish posts up. I have about another 80 to 100 more to go. Good morning. So I got plenty of work to do around my house. My goal is to get all the posts erected by end of day tomorrow. So then Sunday, Kayla and I could put the fence up. Because I would love to get the cows' new area completed by the end of the weekend. That way I can chalk that up as done. So there's so many other things I need to get after around there. I lost track if that was 2 or 3 sets so far. I think it was 3. Anyway, let's do one more. But anyway, I mean, it's only supposed to rain here, I think, until like 11-ish. So I don't mind getting rained on. But like I said, I'll finish up here, eat breakfast, go take care of the cows, and start the projects. Me. Wowzers. Fuck me. Alright. Let's continue. Continue. Just adjust a little bit. Shoulders screaming for mercy today. What else got planned for today and for the weekend? Anything exciting? Anything exciting? Just work. Well, hopefully get some downtime and get to do some other fun shit other than work. I mean, I don't mind work if it's working on my property, because then I get some satisfaction out of finishing shit. But working for someone else sucks balls. Yeah, I understand we all have to do it, but anybody who works out, I challenge you to try that. Do real slow, negative motion. Well, that's good. See, that's something that you can't say enough about, Jen. If you love your job, it really isn't work. Now, I can, just for example, when I worked for Polaris, for the first 8 years of my career there, I fucking loved it. It was more like fucking playtime, nonstop. I mean, we were constantly going on ATV snowmobile trips, taking customers, dealers, the whole 9 yards. Unfortunately, towards the tail end of my tenure, they turned it into fucking corporate run, micromanaging bullshit, to where here we are selling adult toys, we'll call it, ATVs and side-by-side snowmobiles, to turn it into a fucking nightmare, spending all day long doing Excel sheets, you know, all this other bullshit, which took away from, in my mind, the true point of that industry. Because you even saw our numbers start to drop when we stopped interacting with customers. But corporate knuckleheads, they're too concerned about spreadsheets and, you know, analyzing this, analyzing that. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. Have internal people do that. Let the sales guys like myself go out and do my fucking job. But what do I know? You got that right, Shelby. I remember, like I said, like when I first started in that career, our national sales manager, he made it mandatory that our sales reps spent several times a month, minimum once a month, but he preferred several times a month, taking customers and dealers riding. And his exact words were, how the fuck can you sell a product to them? One, you don't understand how it all operates, but then two, when you can't enjoy the same enthusiasm around that said product. And I tell you what, our sales at that point were booming. Every time I would do these rides and events, more and more customers would buy our product. Everyone was happy. The morale was fucking through the roof. And then towards the tail end of it, everyone hated their fucking job. Literally hated it. Not to sound mean, a lot of it had to do with, and I'm not knocking younger generation, but the younger generation that started to fill some of the upper level positions don't have good communication skills as far as building rapport. They were too fucking busy, you know, running numbers and doing data analysis and so on and so forth. And they got away from what the true business was about. And I talked to my dealers, some of my old dealers now that I worked with. They said they are so fucking infuriated with the company. They hate working with them. Actually, several of them actually dropped the Polaris line because they couldn't take their bullshit. So, I don't know. When a company decides to solely base their business on numbers and not the consumer, it will eventually fail. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, just, there's got to be a balance. There's got to be a balance. You know, I understand there's corporate busy work that needs to be done. Understandable. But if you don't balance it properly and still spend time with your customers, that was the thing. So example, when I started working with Polaris back in 2015, I was in the dealer's presence constantly. I was at the dealerships, I was on you know, rides with them, so on and so forth. So I had an excellent relationship with them. Thank goodness I built that rapport over time. Because towards the tail end of my tenure, Polaris had us doing so many fucking reports and analyzing this and conference calls and Zoom meetings. I only spent maybe 1 day a week, 2 at best, with dealers. The rest of the time I was doing corporate fucking busy work. My dealers started to complain. I don't see enough. Well, there's only so many hours in a fucking day, and corporate wants you to do all this shit. And then corporate would yell at me for not seeing my dealers enough. I'm like, well, when the fuck would you like me to see them? I mean, you want me to do all this extra work, but you're not paying me anymore. That's not how it works. But, I don't know. I am so happy. I mean, things happen for reasons. I was kind of shocked when I let a whole bunch of us go because of COVID. But then the best thing that ever happened to me is when Kayla and I started to run our business full time. Because now I don't mind working 14 hours a day because it's my own business. I don't have to answer to anybody. And all the money we make goes in my pocket, not some CEO's. Yeah, that kind of was a kick in the dick. So during COVID, they let go like 250 of the senior level sales reps because of budget and financial bullshit. But then that same year, the CEO, because it's public, cashed in like $22 million in options and bonuses. So it put a horrible taste in my mouth for that company. Because they claim to care about their employees. No, they don't. They care about fucking bottom line. And I'll say that to anybody that's in the corporate world. You might think they like you. You might think they care about you. I'm sorry. They don't. Corporate world, all they're concerned about is this, the money. Trust me, I understand business. I understand money's a fucking very, very high priority. But when you start neglecting your staff and employees, shit goes down. Yeah, everyone's just a number, Shelby, and that's a tough pill to swallow for some. If you understand that, you can get through life pretty well. That's why I always tell people, if you like what you do, that's one thing. Keep doing it. But even if you do like what you do, I will tell anybody and everybody, create your own business of some sort. Even if it's fucking basket weaving, whatever it is. Create yourself an LLC, create yourself a business. And here's multiple reasons why I tell you to do this. One, the tax system in this country sucks. For the working class person, you will get taxed to fucking death. If you open your own LLC and run your own business, you can start taking advantage of all the tax credits and tax breaks that are available to you, which will put a lot more money in your pocket, for starters. Secondly, at some point, if you get that said business working properly, you can just go back to working for yourself, not worrying about anybody else. So that's my public announcement for today. Alright, I'm losing track here. I'll do one more set just for the hell of it. Anyway. Fuck. So one more set and we'll do some abdominals. Oh, hopefully this fucking rain slows down a little bit. I don't want to get fucking saturated. I don't mind getting rained on, but it was like torrential downpour. I know the cows like it though. Every time you go down there and it's rainy or cold, they're fucking out in it. They're like, oh, this is great. This is fucking wonderful. Wonderful. Alright, last one. Last one for the booby workout. Yeah. It's funny you mentioned that too, Shelby, about everyone's replaceable. Because I had dozens and dozens of business reviews for my corporate job. And every one of them were like, oh, outstanding, great work, you're an asset to the team, so on and so forth. But yet, when they got rid of all of us during COVID, me and quite a few others were always top of the food chain, always winning awards, always top of the top. But they let us all go. Why? Because it's all about dollars and cents. We were making more money than them. And they didn't like that. They figured, and it's funny because I'm like, literally within 3 months after them letting us all go, I saw my job posted, and the starting salary was half of what they were paying me. So that's what it all was. It was just about dollars and cents. Dollars and cents. Holy fuck, that shoulder fucking hurts. Fuck. And just like from I mean, in my mind, the way my mind works, I talk to my dealers that I used to call on, just even still, they tell me that they don't even see a rep from Polaris anymore. So they disconnected from the company. And they also they sell other brands of product. Since there's a disconnect, they now promote the other brand more so. So think about this for a second. If the company would have been, you know what? The most important people in our job or in our company are the people who sell the product. Mind you, I was kind of the middleman. The dealers themselves are the primary salespeople for the company, because obviously Polaris manufactures the product, they sell it to the dealer then sells it. And when they sell it, they buy more. Our market share goes up. That's how Polaris generates revenue. When you fucking cut that relationship off, and then you try to strong arm the dealers, which that's what they do now, sales start to drop. Because like the last time I talked to a dealer, it was a couple weeks ago, they're like, yeah, now Polaris, the rep doesn't come see us, but yet they keep sending me emails and making phone calls to me saying that I have to do all these other steps, buy this, promote that, and if I don't get the same benefits as the other dealers. So it kind of like fucking paints them into a corner saying, hey, if you want to have the best price on the product, you got to jump through all these hoops. And if you don't, then the product costs more for you, which then makes it so they can't compete. It's a fucked up situation, and I've known several dealers that have gotten themselves in such bad financial shape because they listen to Polaris. It's fucking bullshit. Downright bullshit. Well, that's it. I mean, my job when I was with Polaris, I was kind of like, I was the regional sales manager. So my job was to wholesale sell the product into the dealer, like convince them to buy a certain amount of product from Polaris. But then on the flip side, I also worked with the dealers to help them retail it, do trade events, customer service events, marketing, whether it's old school print and radio and digital. But the problem was, as they got more and more corporate, we'll call it, my relationship with the dealer started to shrink and shrink, or let's say my relationship, but the time with the dealer started to shrink and shrink and shrink. So therefore I couldn't do what I was originally there to do. And dealers started to recognize that. And now, there's not even a rep that fucking goes and sees them. So it's a bad fucking deal. I'm grateful I'm not with that company anymore. Not to mention, I know Shelby, you're familiar with off-road vehicles. The fucking cost of them now is fucking insane. Like when I was there, I used to scratch my head, think that someone would pay $30,000 for a side-by-side. That to me was insane. But now that's a starting fucking point. These fucking side-by-sides are $25,000 to $30,000 entry level, up to fucking 40 and 50. Who the fuck's gonna spend $40 and $50,000 on a fucking side-by-side? I mean, people do, but they're out of their minds. Anyway. Fuck, no shortage of rain today. Jesus Christ, it's raining like a motherfucker. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Shelby. I mean, even if Kale and I can afford one, there's no fucking way. I mean, the one we bought was a couple years old with little to no miles on it for $8,500. Which to me is still a decent amount of money. But it's a lot fucking less expensive than fucking 40 grand. Not to mention, all you're doing is beating the shit out of it. Like, I even talked to him, I mean, probably within the next year, we'll upgrade ours. I'm not buying a new one. I'll look for another one that's a couple years old, low miles. That's really fucking good. Glad I'm not working today, like a fucking drowned rat. It's fucking raining pretty good. Not that I mind. Rain's good. It's supposed to slow down and stop by 10, 11 o'clock, which would be good. I can get some shit done. With this heavy rain, I'll probably just go take care of the cows and come back. I'm not going to be outside trying to put posts up and this shit. One more set in. That's the plan, Shelby. I mean, I started it last week. I bulldozed it all, got it all leveled the way we want it. I started putting up the fence posts. Problem is, there's probably going to need about 100, 125 fence posts. So I started. I've been doing like 15 or so each day after I was done working. So right now I have about 45 of them up. Once it stops raining today, my goal is to get another probably 30 to 40 up today, another 30 or 40 up tomorrow, and that way I should have them all up. And then hopefully by Sunday, Kayla and I could actually put the fence up itself and let the cows enjoy their new area. Maybe I'll take a boat down. Ride the kayak down. Oh yeah, I mean, it's going to triple the size of their area. And it'll allow us to do several things. So it'll allow us to section them off and plant grass and stuff and different things for them to eat. Because right now they've been living mostly on hay, a little bit of grass here and there. But fuck, as soon as you give them an area to eat the grass, they fucking devour it. So now at least we'll be able to section them off, let them stay in one area for a while, eat the grass, let the other grass grow, kind of thing. Gotta take care of the animals. They're top priority. But I feel bad. I mean, Not that they don't have a good life, but I want to make sure they have the best life. Let's a little stretchy, stretchy. Almost done here. Fucking hey, everything is fucking super stiff. Hell, today's one of those days when I just hang out with Burr and nap all day. Hey, Mr. Money, you take it easy. Have a great day, sir. God damn. I can't even bend it. I'm just gonna slowly start working my way to get this where it needs to be. It's about as far as I can bend it right now, without causing any pain and injury. Oh, don't get old. Pathetic. Crazy as far as I can fucking bend it. Alright. That concludes today's fun. Fuck me. Wobbly wobbly. Thank you, Mr. Money. That was nice of you. Appreciate that. Right, let's sit for 2 seconds. A little chitty chat, and we gotta get the day started. I'll just fucking hobble my fucking geriatric ass over here. Oh. Oh. Hoo-wee. Chair feels good. Anyway, you got the fucking right idea, Mr. Money. Make it an easy day, but I'm not sure if I understand what that is. I don't know what easy means. So my goal today is going to be to get, if not all those fence posts up, fucking majority of them. I got to make sure that it's a productive weekend so I can chalk that project off as being done. So we shall see how today goes. But with that, it is now 7:51. Go grab myself some breakfast. And I'm going to go take care of the cows, see what the rain situation's like, and start my project. But I'm sure Kayla, I know she talked about doing a live today at some point. Not sure what she's going to do and on what platform. I'm sure TikTok, which I fucking refuse to go on there. But other than that, you guys have a fantastic day, fantastic weekend. If I don't see you, peace out. But yeah, I'll be on here tomorrow as always, do my workout in the morning. So those of you that want to join along, please do so. Otherwise, have a great day. We'll talk soon. Peace out.